Just waiting for people to come. Hi. What's up? Hi, guys. Hi. Thanks for joining me. Y'all, I just feel like doing whatever I want, so I'm just here on the live. What's up? I am a zesty boy. Thank you. Smoke with me if you want. Hi, I'm having a lovely day. Thank you. I hope you're having a lovely day. Hi. What's up, guys? I just did my first ever TikTok live, and this guy was like battling me, and he was like, "This girl is zesty," and I was like, "What? Like a lemon?" And he was like, "Nah, it means there's something different." Hi, baby Pico. What's up, you guys? I need to add you on TikTok. Yeah, it's a thirst trap. It's a pole dancing thirst trap TikTok. So if you want to see that. It's called Dutch Baby XO. What's up, Prague? Yeah, I fell out with a friend this past weekend. Yo, shit's falling apart. But falling into place. Hey, it is 9 p.m. Thanks. Hi. What's up, guys? What do you want to talk about? I have no plan for this live. Absolutely no plan. I was just being crazy and just signed right on. You followed? Thanks. Yo, someone up in that live was literally like, "Girl, I'll drink your bathwater." And I was like, "No!" Hey, Zesty, what's up, Sam? I used your cards on the reading to give advice. Rabbit holes. Yeah. You want to talk about rabbit holes? My order arrived today, and as soon as I opened it, I felt such warmth and good energy. Yay! Good. Yay. What'd you order, if you don't mind me asking? I would love to know your thoughts about it all. What in the Belle Delphine? Is that what you're saying about me? I think that, hi. My day is going good, thank you. How's your day going? I went down the Pussycat Dolls rabbit hole today. Oh, Lord, I can only imagine. Cornica's here. Beep, beep. Eat the baby. I have a pick a card that just finished uploading. I just have to put everything in the description. Ha 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 about the bathwater drinking. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny, but it was also freaky. I talked to some nice people. Talked to some young kids, which I didn't like, and that they closed that out very quickly, thankfully. And then I talked to a guy that I confused. And then I talked to a guy that was really smart and was like teaching me a bunch of stuff. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was weird. It's a new platform. Gotta talk to a bunch of strangers. Hi. Yay for pick a card. Yeah, you guys want to know what it is? Just loving seeing your face. Thanks. Someone told me I had a beautiful smile. It was very nice. Also, thank you guys so much for like coming to my rescue in the comments when I was like, I'm sorry in the last video that I would like, damn, the last video I was very human. I was very just like expressing like a human, and I was like complaining and like being all loud and rowdy, and like I've just apologize if you didn't like that. Or also I just decided like I don't want to complain to you guys. It made me feel really bad that like most of the comments were like reassuring me about the things that I was like sad about. Like there was just an overwhelm of people being supportive, which was so nice, but it made me be like, oh my God, like it's not about me. I'm the reader. Like it's about you guys. And then I just appreciate you. And I have too much good going on to complain about the little bad things like that. So I really want to make an effort. I think I'm going to say it here right now. For the rest of Lent, I think I'm going to try to give up just complaining about shit I can't control. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in focusing on when people say bad stuff about you or, like, just, like, try to go out of their way to bother you. It's just better not to react, I think, and to just be grateful instead. I was tier 2 in the luck and money spell. We did a little bit ago. Currently have the jar and tiger's eye on my altar. Yay. Y'all, I had good news from a recent client who was fired very, very, very incorrectly, just like so wrong what she went through. It was really messed up, and I did a money spell for her, and she got everything that she wanted. So I was so grateful to my spirits because, wow, she deserved it. So I guess this is a public thank you to my spirits and hers. What do you think about addiction to toxic habits and cycles like phone, toxic relationships? That's what I'm dealing with right now, Cherry. Like, it's like... It's hard, and it's especially hard coming out of Pisces season because Pisces is like Pisces is it's Neptune, it's illusions, it's addictions, it's the moon, it's the shadow, and it's everything in one. It is the like oldest zodiac, right? It's like the final completion. It's the like last step in the zodiac. So it's we're all having to face that kind of stuff right now because we just came out of Pisces season. Hi, Teresa. Question straight off the bat. What is your opinion on weed and spirituality? I was thriving, smoking, and energy working. Then had psychosis and can't smoke it anymore. I get sick now when I do. My thoughts is that you must have been... So that happened to me with psychedelics. Like, I was taking a lot of... Like, I was microdosing a lot. Like, I was microdosing on acid too much. Like, a couple times a week. And I thought it was normal because, like you said, I was thriving. Like, I felt like I was doing really good. And then I overdosed, fucking took too many mushrooms. I took way too many. I didn't do enough research. I let somebody tell me how much I should take, which was the wrong amount. The wrong amount. You always, anytime you put anything in your body, you should do your research. I don't care who you get it from. Even if they're family or friends or whatever, you need to look it up for yourself because it's no one else's responsibility what your dosage should be. Second of all, I took way too much. I literally almost fucking killed myself. I still really have to do a story time on that. Hi, I love you too, but it's like still so raw and painful and like whatever. But yeah, and then after that happened, like it like fucked me up for months. I wasn't okay. Somebody like commented on one of the videos from that time period and was like, I hate seeing her not herself. Like they just knew that like I was fucked up for months. And then anytime I tried to trip on acid, even the tiniest microdose in the world, tiniest ever, I would have a horrible experience. I only tried twice because I was horrible every time. And here's my thought. You're vibrating at a certain vibration. You're vibrating so high. I'm too psychic for that shit. Like, I took way too much and I was too psychic for that. And it wasn't healthy for me. I couldn't be using it as a crutch, so Spirit took it away. They grounded me and took it away. And I don't even I'm just, like, literally high on life now. Like, thank God I'm not one of those people that, like, thinks they're, like, a glass of orange juice and just, like, pulls their pants down and pisses on the ground. Like, but I am high sometimes. Like, when I got acupuncture and I saw visuals, like, it's crazy. So my thoughts on that is that you're just vibrating too high and you just can't do it no more. You don't need the drugs. You're high on life. So that's my thoughts on that. I've been veiling as a part of Lent, and it helped me to focus so much more on my personal growth and gratitude. I feel like I've been heavily struggling with self-worth recently and accepting love. That's like exactly what I'm going through, and I've been really struggling this Lent because I didn't choose a direction to go in, and I didn't choose a focus, and I haven't really been working with Yeshua, and it's been fucking confusing. And over the past couple days, I've been working with him, Lilith, Shiva is helping me a lot right now. Lilith is helpful but very sick of me. Baal is pretty sick of me but also kind of gets it. And Yeshua is never upset as always. But literally just felt Lilith. Like I feel her in my ring finger. It's so weird. That snake energy. But she's so sick of me. But yeah. But yeah, I've been trying to connect to him more this Lent. But thank you for sharing that. That's like very relatable. I was driving home and could feel that you were live. I was like, I bet Dutch is live right now. And now that I'm home and can look, here you are. Yay. That's so amazing. The connection is real. I had the most amazing conversation last night with a guy at the bar. He was complimenting me on my light and love, and it was beautiful. He respected me and just wanted to have an authentic conversation. That's amazing. I would lucid dream every night about 4 days after I quit smoking. Now that I smoke, I dream oops, sorry. I think I shouldn't have clicked. Okay. I dream sometimes. Sometimes I'm lucky if I remember it. I miss dreaming every night. Yeah, I dream a lot. I had some weird fucking dreams last night. I've been having dreams about Ouroboros for the past 3 days. That's really fucking powerful. Thank you. How much mushies did you take? 3.5 grams. They literally thought I was trying to kill myself. Like, they were like, why would you do that? And I was like, I didn't do my research. I kept saying, what have I done? Like, my eyes were, like, permanently stuck like this. And I kept going, like, putting my lips in, which I guess is a sign of, like, self-deprecation and, like, disgust with oneself. So I was really just like, those were really dark times. So I don't fuck with psychedelics anymore. I can't take them. I can no longer comfortably trip. It's not worth it. Anxiety, yeah. But do you know what I realized? Every time I'm having a bout of anxiety, I started tapping into my body, and it either comes from, like, I've been tapping into, like, so many past lives lately. Have you guys been tapping into past lives? Because I've been tapping into past lives and relationships with people so much lately. Like, I'll get, like, a bout of anxiety, and then I tap into it, and I see I'm, like, dying in a past life or something, and I'm like, holy shit, like, I'm processing this right now. Or I get anxiety, and I tap into it, and it's like something weird and traumatic that I haven't thought about in like 7 years. That was like an insignificant but very scary moment, you know, and I'm just like moving through it, and it's just, I've been feeling that a lot lately. My trips help me with my anxiety and control it through past lives, so that's helpful. Yeah. Don't go. It will have trafficking and drug use, take you away from yourself and your family. What are you talking about? I have heard some dark beings have been speaking of something called party houses that will be in every neighborhood and will be like a club and a mall at once. Teens will walk in there leaving family. Don't go. It will have trafficking, drug use, and take you away from yourself and your family. Okay, thanks for sharing that. Honestly, I've been thinking about what a dystopian time we're living in. Like, it's a very weird time to be alive. Like, me and Sam were just driving down the road the other day, and, like, people are just so, like, energies are running really high, and people are really raw. And the collective energy, like, wants to fight, especially now that we're in Aries season. And we were just driving down the road and saw fucking these kids, like, beating on this other kid. These two kids, like, beating on this other kid. And we had to call the police and shit. It was crazy. And the Ouija board, we, like, asked the Ouija, and it said it was gang activity, which was one of the things. There were so many things it could have been. But I thought he was fucking stabbing him at one point because he was, like, taking shots to his side. Like, fucking kidney shots. And I thought he was fucking stabbing the shit out of him. I got really fucking scared. Yeah. Been having anxiety every night for almost a week. Only journaling helps. Yeah, get it out. Write it out. Past life stuff has been coming up for me too. Ouroboros is a snake dragon that eats its own tail. Found recently that it was an alchemical symbol. Yeah, and I think it has to do with the significance of cycles. I tapped into a past life where my family were wolves. I was like, is this really happening? That's so funny, but that's amazing. Why not? Why wouldn't it be a thing? Literally, if we could have alien lives and shit, I could be an ant. I could be a plant right now. I could be a fucking stalk of corn. Or corn could be a stalk of corn. In another life. Oh my god, actually, Elizabeth April had talked about that. She had talked about how she was doing a past life with a client, and she was like, oh, it's like really crowded, and like there's so many like energies around, and I can't really move, and it's just a lot going on. It's very chaotic, and it's so green. Everything is green. And she was like, see if you can zoom in out on yourself to like see your body. Like, where are you? And he was like, what? I'm moss. It was literally moss. Like, help, it's crowded. And actually, they have this thing, this like sound thing that I seen Minty Bong Water, that's his name on Instagram. It's a music player thing that you connect it to plants, and it sings the beautiful songs of the plants. Please, what? Thank you, Pragya, for the explanation. Yeah. I have to be careful with psychedelics and weed. A lot of psychic attack. I need to protect myself before taking anything. Yeah, definitely. We do have alien lives, Dutch. I know, exactly. I have many. I tapped into one today. It was crazy. With Shiva, he like, whoa. I put on like meditate with Shiva meditation. It was like 11 minutes long, and it took me on a fucking journey. We weren't made in a vacuum, so we shouldn't have to heal in one. I just thought it was funny about the moss guy. Yeah. It made me laugh too. Agreed, I am healing, and I literally cut people off because not only no one gets it, but it's a lonely journey. That's literally why, like, I've spent the last, like, 3 days, like, in an existential crisis. I've been back. Like, I've been doing better these past couple days. But that's because I've been connecting more astrally and, like, connecting more to my spirituality. When I step off my spiritual track, I am in misery, dude. I can't live like it during these times without it. The last weed experience I had gave me an ego death and lasted for what legitimately felt like 2 weeks. It destroyed my sense of reality and shut me down. It felt like I could see reality unfolding. Yeah. Ego deaths are hard, and then we have to have 100 million of them, which is like, what? Shadow work is crazy right now. Even my non-spiritual friends are tapping into this deeper part of themselves. Past trauma is getting uprooted. Literally. Old Greg, the moss guy. Yo, it's funny you say that, because I've been thinking about the Mighty Boosh. And when they have the crimp off. When they're like, "Tube mouse, I love you so. I took you from the underground and brought you home." Look that up. The crimp off. He says, never eat a cracker in a crimp off. because his mouth gets all dry. They're like doing this weird rapping thing, and he's like, I ate a saltine. And his partner's like, never eat a cracker and a crumb puff. It's so good. What's up, Flower? My initials are E.T. I like to think this is a sign from the universe. I was an alien from another dimension in a past life. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've just been comparing myself to others and feeling insecure and not beautiful enough. Ugh, I'm sorry, Danica. Yeah, you know what gets to me, the whole, oh, you look like a man, and I'm not saying it to complain, but actually I kind of faced that demon because I realized that, like, I have so much, honest to God, like, at the end of the day, have a lot of trauma surrounding men, and I definitely have a complex around that. So, like, there's a part of me that hates that, like, when people say that and like compare me in that way, because I have a negative connotation with men, you know? And I've been admitting that and like moving through that, and like one of the bullies, I stood up to one of the bullies that was like, this is a man. I stood up to them and I was like, that is probably the rudest thing you could say to a young woman. What is wrong with you? And someone else commented on it and was like, I basically reprimanded them and like stood in my Empress energy and was like, no. And I felt good about that. And someone was like, please don't tell me that. My dumb ass was hitting follow. And I said, you too. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go look at my page, dummies. I'm obviously a woman. And I guess it just felt good to, like, take my power back. Because I do that on this page, too. Like, I'll be like, hey, be nice. But I guess it just felt different over there. Everything feels different over on TikTok. But I get it. I get what you're saying. And you're like, I'm just feeling like I'm not enough, or not pretty enough, or not doing enough, or not giving enough, or not a good enough friend, or not a good enough family member, or, like, why didn't I reach this milestone yet? Or, like, is this gonna work out, or am I gonna have to fucking hop another timeline? Like, what next? Like, yeah, I've been in that energy too of just feeling like, okay, like, we're stepping into this new chapter of Aries season. Which direction are we going in? I always feel insecure and old and ugly when I lack sleep. I know it's connected now. You know what? My sleep schedule has been a bit off. Thanks for saying that. What do you guys do to relax? I felt I was protected, the fluffiest looking feather ever, like a cushioned feather from a pillow. Hope you guys are keeping the calm and peace too. Take a simple approach. Simplicity is spirituality too. Thank you. Thanks. Just learned about one of my past lives where I was a guardian, protector, healer of a purple planet, and I died protecting it from negative entities. Now the planet doesn't exist because it was destroyed. That's heavy as fuck. I just felt that in my solar plexus chakra. You should get yourself some crystals to connect you to that feeling of home and protection. Some purple amethyst, I think. I have fragments in my back that I have been healing with the woman I go to for Reiki. That is wild. I have a love for my masculine energy, and I think it intimidates motherfuckers, so I just get happy when people say it, like, yes, feed my masculine energy ego. Yeah, see, I don't think I'm secure in my masculine energy, because, like, I literally didn't even realize I had masculine energy until, like, a year ago when someone said that, and they literally, like, laughed in my face when I was like, no, I'm feminine. And they're like, what? Like, but you have a lot of masculine energy. And I was like, do I? Like, I literally didn't even know that, and I don't think I'm secure in that. Smoke weed. Yeah, I smoke weed. What's your sun, moon, and rising? My sun is in Cancer, and my moon and my rising are in Pisces. I write poetry. Beautiful. Sing in the shower. Oh, you write poetry to relax. Yo, I was like spitting bars the other day. I was walking around my house, like basically saying a slam poem that just like came off the top of my head in the morning. I was just like fresh out of bed, and it was like, it was good, but I didn't write it down, and it was so channeled. That's such good advice. Thank you. Sing in the shower. I should do that. I sing in the car. I'm so traumatized from men that having one insight triggers the shit out of me. Yeah, I get it. I don't really think I relax rather than distract myself. Same. I just ground because I almost always have trouble grounding, and that causes anxiety. Also dancing. Cherry knows my... Yeah. Cherry knows my signs. Made me subliminals. We were talking about you. That is you, Cherry, right? But did you change your name? But it's the picture. Sing, do spiritual stuff with my cat. Think of happy times in my recent past life before we got put in a camp. Jesus Christ. That's really sad. Are you okay, Mia? Take a bath with some crystals and lights turned off. I don't have a bath. That's something that this apartment has taught me, is that a bathtub is a must for my next place. With some crystals and lights turns off, it helps if I listen to binaural beats. That's true. I haven't really been listening to my binaurals, and I should. I feel like a lot of us would benefit from something to open the solar plexus and the sacral. Yeah, I agree. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Actually, that's funny you say that. So I want to make, you know how I make the homemade vagina and penis candles? And then I was like burning them when I went on my travel, like my trips when I was traveling. I wanted to do a purging spell. And I wanted to do it like I did when I went to California, where there's a certain number of candles. So like if you want a spot in the purging spell, you can buy those candles. But if you don't want a spot in the healing inner child spell, you don't have to buy those, but we do it all together, because I was thinking purging and inner child healing would be a really good thing to combine the energies of, whether you get one group, the other group, or both groups. So while I'm in Florida, these were suggestions from my Instagram. Thank you for those who suggested it, and you can follow me at the Duchess Lady, and I post a lot of questions like this. Like yesterday, I asked, I needed help finding a suitcase, and everyone was so helpful and told me to go to TJ Maxx. So, and I got the best suitcase ever. Okay, anyway, let me take a breath. So I was thinking about doing a purging spell and an inner child spell and combining them, and I'll have a certain amount of candles, homemade candles for each, and I want that to be private while I'm in Florida. And then I want to do the dragon spell while I'm in Florida as well, and then I'll think of, and I don't know if I'll do anything else. That might be it. But I'll put that up. Also, pre-order for potions are up, guys. Merch is available and ready. I'm wearing it in this pick-a-card I'm about to upload. So much cool shit going on. Like, so much fucking cool shit going on. Only 2 truth serums left. There might even just be 1. I don't know. Those went fast. That shit was fucked up. I just put it on a big candle, and I have high hopes and positive feelings because I combined the beauty spell and the wish and manifestation magic spell with it, which lightened it up rather than straight truth serum. So I think it'll be good. And the candle burned into the shape of a vagina. I swear to God, it was beautiful. It was the weirdest candle burn I've ever seen. The wick completely curled in a perfect spiral, so I know my wish has already been granted. And then the wick broke, half of it broke off, fell to the bottom, and started burning it from the bottom up, and then it was burning from the top down, and it kept like going out and relighting itself, the top wick, but the bottom wick never stopped, and then it made like a cave, and then it fell in on itself and made like a snake, and at one point it had like balls, like the fucking wax stripping off it looked like a fucking ball sack and penis. It was so weird and amazing. And then it collapsed in on itself and turned into a vagina. I swear to God, I know how crazy that sounds, but it was the truth. And I was just staring at it, and Cornica was just staring at me because she was like, what's going on? And it's on that crazy jar that was on fire in the other reading. Doctors can't figure out why I'm so drained. I think it's spiritual cords. Yeah, if you've exercised all of your physical options, it's so good to start looking into like spiritual reasons that could be bringing you down. That's really a good next step. Where do you buy the truth serum? You can buy it on my website. I'll link it. I'm posting the pick a card tonight They're going to be linked because I use them for the pick a group. So group 1 is Truth Serum, group 2 is the Beauty Potion, and group 3 is the Wish and Magic Manifestation Potion. It was a good reading. It was a good reading. You guys got good people in your lives, I think. But you know, reading for the collective, like, it's crazy because, like, each group, it's like there are different aspects of each group. So it's like, yeah, I think you'll just see, because I'm like, okay, so for some of you it's this, for some of you it's this, for some of you it's this, and it's just like really a very interesting reading. It was a lot better than the last one, because the last one honestly really stressed me out and had me reeling. Like, I couldn't shake that energy, you know? Sorry, I was just literally, like, staring off into space. I made a spell a year ago and it still haven't happened. Made me no longer believe in magic. Dude, honestly, it's a lot of things. You have to do a lot of research. You have to figure out what works for you. You can't just do, like, one type and one spell and think, like, what the fuck? Like, it's a lot, like with everything else in life, it's a lot of practice, it's a lot of trial and error, it's a lot of figuring out what style works for you, what deities do you work with, have you even connected with your ancestors, did you make an offering or did you just demand something? Like, there are so many layers to spell work, just like astrology is a fucking science, dude. There are so many layers to astrology. Spell work is a science. And honestly, it's one of those things that, like, being, like, witchcraft is one of those things that I feel like you either have it or you don't. And it's like, you can always build to it, but you have to have, there's this certain, like, spark inside of you that has to be in there, this belief. Like you were saying, you immediately lost your belief. It's easier for me because I'm a double Pisces Cancer. Are you kidding me? It's very easy for me to believe in things outside of myself. Whereas for you, you might be hardwired not to believe, you know? And then you have extra hurdles to step over. It also depends, how much power do you actually have? Like, as a witch, like for me, I already know I've been a witch for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And so it's like, I have all this, like, street cred from all these other lives that I've lived. Not to mention I have powerful, that's another thing. How powerful are your ancestors are crossed over? Do you have an extremely close ancestor that's crossed, like your mom, like Arabian conjure? She's an incredible, like, powerful witch with some very powerful spirits, and one of them being her mother. Do you have like that's going to give you a leg up? That's going to give you more power. You got more say, you got more manipulation over the physical reality. For me, I have my grandmother. She's my powerhouse. Like, she's my special soulmate that's up in the ether for me. It's a lot of things. It's a science. But I would say just do as much research as you can, and I would highly recommend Arabian Conjure, because every spell I've ever done by her that she suggested, like through her free content, if I was really, like, needing something, like, I did a nice little road opener of hers. It's amazing. Her road opener powder recipe is amazing. Yeah, she's great. You just have to not give up. That's the thing with spell work, is not give up and believing yourself. And then the other thing that, like, Aleister Crowley like had channeled in the Book of the Law was that, like, when you don't give credit to your magic is taken away, because the divine's like, oh, well, I guess you didn't believe, or I guess that wasn't good enough for you. So that's why you always have to say thank you, and you always have to acknowledge your power, or they take it away. So maybe your spell did manifest, but then they took away. I think the ancestor is the most powerful force of tapping into your magic. I agree, but then, like, some, like, past life, so, like, I don't have any Arabic blood, but, like, her Arabic spell work works for me because I have, like, past life connections, as well as I work with deities, you know, that are connected to that. So it's like that. Yeah, I think yes to blood ancestors, but I also think yes to like past life ancestors too. I did some jar spells, bindings, repelling intruders, and gossipers, but I cleaned it all out and did a special releasing spell with a candy offering to all the spirits for helping me and an apology because kindness rules. That's nice, Flower. I've been trying to be nicer and like lighter. Oh yeah, my family has been witches for centuries. Yes, dude. Yo, one of my subs literally sent me a picture of like this lady who looked like me on the wall of like a pub in Ireland. And she was like, "Why does this look like you?" And I was like, "I have Irish ancestors. I don't know." It was really weird. And last week I got so excited when I saw that one of my plants was growing a baby. I was just praying and kissing the plant, and just now I saw it was growing another. It's already 1 centimeter. I'm so grateful. That's beautiful. I'm happy for you and your plant. Word, intention, and confidence in self and your energy matters. Yes. And thanks. It's a basic form of offering. Spells require offerings of some kind on some level. Yes. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm extra thirsty lately. I have Irish, Italian, and Mexican ancestors. Nice. I'm also Irish and Italian. Native. Viking. Like Norwegian. I think I'm Dutch, too. I think I actually am Dutch. I'm like a mix, you know? I'm a mix of a lot of things. I like that kitty picture on my wall. Thank you. It was very good. Thank you. My day was. Irish and Italian, eh? Thank you. I'm going to upload a pick a card in a little bit. I was just feeling saucy because I had come off of TikTok and I was like riding this weird high from TikTok. Now I'm tired again. Irish, Scottish, African ancestors. Beautiful. The problem is mostly when people do spells, they are stressed and anxious. Yeah, attachment is a big thing too. Like, how attached you are what you how attached are you to the thing you're trying to create? That when bad ideas and bad vibes can also take hold of us, muddying the waters, guilt ensues, and thinking you messed it up. Yeah. Or just being like, ugh, like, I don't believe in magic anymore. Like, that can definitely fuck up your spell because it takes away all your power. Ah. How's Corn, though? The cutest kitty on YouTube. Thanks. She's good. She's very good. She's seeping. Oh my god. Do you guys want to see her? My house is kind of messy, so don't judge, okay? Look at her. She's sleeping with her paw out straight. But it was funny. Whoa. Nigerian, Scottish, Irish, Korean, Native American, Swedish, to name a few. Nice. I know, right? Look, do you see her stiff paw? Yes, detached from the outcome because the universe doesn't come with conditions. Things in the universe just are without attachment. Yes. Your cat is cute. Mine looks like a rat. Thanks. She was in my face this reading. You guys will enjoy it. She's also like fucking in the litter box. Like, y'all know if you watch my drunk readings how much that bothers me when I'm like, Corn's just over there, scratch, scratch, scratch. All right, but I'm probably gonna go because I'm tired. But yeah, anything else, guys? Think I got a new sub over here. One of my thirst trappers was like, I'm coming over to YouTube because I want to talk about aliens. And I was like, hell yeah. And they were making a sandwich, which is like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's a good thing. I'm new to spell work and your channel. What does a truth serum do? Well, the truth serum honestly tore my life apart, like board by board. It was like, so I have this big spell emporium near me, and I love it, and I love going in there, and they have this herb wall. And I was looking at all the herbs, and I wasn't reading what they did. I was only like reading their name, and spirit like led me to pick out certain herbs. Like I would just like look, and my eye would catch one, and spirit would be like, grab it, grab it, grab it. And I grabbed them all. And then after I read all of it and I realized I had made a truth serum, like every single herb was like for truth, for openness, it's for all sorts of shit. Like but it all connected back to like truth. And then I put a bunch of different colognes in it for different reasons. Like it's all in my book of shadows. I just channeled it all. I was like, this is for this, this is for this, this is for this, this deity for this deity for this, you know? And it was just like, it's a crazy mix. And then I added colors to it and all this like mica and just, and then for the whole moon cycle, on the full moon, I fed it a candle. Now it's sitting on my altar. A bunch of spirits like live on my altar because I've been working it. I've been feeding it food, candles, money, like Coco. If you ever seen the movie Coco, it's like that. You give the physical stuff to the spirits, they take the energy from it, and then they pay you in return. I got a lot of spirits working for me. So it sits on my altar, and it works with the spirits, and I feed it, and I feed it, and I activate it, and I pray over it, and I tell it, this is what you're going to do. And then it just literally, like the amount of change it created in my life, it showed me all these family members that didn't want the best for me. Someone told me a grudge they'd been holding against me for over 20 years. Like this truth serum made them open up and tell me the grudge that they've been holding for over 20 years. Finally. It made like all these people confess their feelings to me, good or bad. So like if they were having a problem with me, it made them confess their feelings. If they were really like whatever it was, if they were loved me a lot, they were confessing that they cared about me, whatever. People were confessing left and right, and then people were telling on themselves. So like they were like, so like if someone was like, oh, I'm doing this, and then it's like they send me a snap and it's like I see that it's like they're not like, you know what I mean? Like they just stupidly were like, not stupidly, they were under the spell. They just told on themselves. So it created more change in my life than Moldavite did, because Moldavite is a stone that it like changes your life. It just like uproots everything. So it's not from the earth. It came from space. It's like a space rock. So it just like makes your life get weird and you like go down a different path than you were going down. The truth serum was more effective because I'm going down the same path. I just shed all this stuff that I didn't need while going down this path. And when one door closes, two more open, right? So letting go of all the stuff I didn't need on my path actually led me straight to more opportunities, more networking, and more people that I needed to take forward with me on this same path that I was already working. And that's why I find it more effective than Moldavite. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for loving my beautiful face. My My grandparents are Mexican. I did a spell for my grandma to let go if she needed to. I heard my grandpa say, I'm waiting for you on Valhalla, my love. And I was like, what the fuck? There's got to be a Viking past life. Yeah. Damn. I might need this truth serum because one person I did want to use the truth serum on actually fell out of my life on her own. Girl, but yeah, honestly though, like, yeah, that's just showing you're protected. And you've worked with me before. You do have a lot of energy in this house. Like, you've worked on a lot of spells with me. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? You're on every live. You're here. You're working with me. So it makes sense. Like, Sam pre-ordered it from me, even just from her saying, like, I want to buy that from you when it's ready. Already she's experienced the change, and she's like, honestly, I think part of it has to do with the fact that I've made a choice to buy the truth serum and let it all fall away, you know, or move forward in a healthier direction, whatever it is. My friend Melissa spilled some on her table, and I was like, I was so scared. I was so scared. I was like, girl, that was a lot. You just spilled a lot there. And then you wouldn't believe, like, the shit that went down like the day after. It was crazy. And she literally called me and she was like, the truth serum is getting kind of freaky at this point. But it's good. It's good. It's powerful. My ear's ringing. She was in the hospital and passed on the next morning after my spell. Damn. That is very powerful. I wonder how many people even know that TikTok is owned by China, which is messed up because in China it's not allowed. What? The fuck? Yo, the smart boy that I was on with, he was like looking it all up and like looking up like the net worth and stuff. Like, he did a good job. He was a good egg. You need that? Go get it because I'll link it. I'll link it in my description. I think there's only 2 left, but if not, like, if you don't get it, I will make another batch because the truth, like, the world needs the truth right now. Your mom found the spell? Oh no. Yeah, that can definitely be a thing, especially with your type of, like, what kind of witch you are, because, like, my friend Sarah, like, she does not show her spell work. Like, she doesn't. For me, I show a lot of it just because I'm different. It's all different. So that makes sense. I'm sorry that happened. That table about to start talking. What table? What table? I thought everybody knew TikTok was owned by China because that was, like, the main thing that I remember hearing about it, like, but I also would, like, I also go looking for that stuff. Like, I would go looking for that kind of information. So I actually realized that, like, researching is definitely a gift. Like, the ability to do your own research and really dig and, like, find the truth. It's a skill, and not everyone has that skill, you know? I'm finna, cause she's, oh, the table, oh, you're getting me with the jokes. Girl, she got, like, yo, like, let's just put it this way, like, her, not rival, but, like, her competition, so she just opened a business, her competition literally, like, resigned, and, like, sold everything, and, like, we knew stuff, like, I obviously can't get into it because it's all really complicated and messy, but, like, a lot of stuff had come out and we knew a lot of things, and so it was just crazy that it was just, I don't know, shit just happened very fast. Very fast. Yes, I how old is your cat? And she's adopted. I wanted to ask. I think she's gonna be 7 this year, guys. I think she's 2015. I have to look at her vet papers. So I think she's going to be 7. And they made up a birthday for her because they found her in a box in the woods. So they made up her birthday as May 10th because that was their best guess as to how old she was. And her eyes were swollen shut and her ears were like swollen and full of like infection. And she was deaf and blind and dying. And they saved her life. And she had a really bad UTI. She would pee on everything when I first got her. She was scared of everything. And now she's the best kitty in the world. So Cornica has severe trauma. And then she has trauma from like my ex too. Yes, I can talk about dimensions and timeline hopping another time, but I'm so tired. I really gotta get going. You'd be afraid to get the truth serum. That's why nothing bad is happening to people. People are having to face themselves. They're having to face who they are. They're having to face their truth. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Alright guys, I gotta go. I love you. I gotta post this, pick a card, so go watch it if you're interested. Alright, I love you. Bye bye.